Okay, let's get back to it after that disappointing game. We got an even tougher one, so I'm sure the boys will be up and ready for it. We got Miami on the road. I think everybody's relatively healthy. Samia's still out for a couple weeks. I think we kind of saw how far Kofi would have led us. Let's see. Alright, so we're still working on those 5 stars. We might end up, well, yeah, if Ohio State gets to week 9 there, we're going to be in trouble, but might get a couple. Get some other people coming in. We can get to our visit, we should be good there. This one's over. This one's over. We'll let it go. Let's see. Clemson is coming, so let's schedule the weekend here. And Coach Prestige. UI's building that up, so we're getting there. Still on the house. Proximity to home. We're gonna notice. Handshake. It's probably SEC. That's the handshake again. Yeah. Let's do the double from the left. Pretty sure it's the SEC, but okay, we can't do 10. Let's get them on 11. And what was it? Proximity. Okay, let's do it later when we know what we can do. We're gonna do the 10 here. Hours are good. Good there. Good there. Gaining ground there. Oof. It doesn't look like they're going after him too hard, so we'll do one more. I think we can get this. And we'll kind of see what Georgia does after this, but if they're going hard, then we're going to bow out. Superman. Referee. That's good. Not the best pitches either, but we'll see what Georgia does this week here. Looking good there. Do we know? Conference championship. Shield. Double softs. Hopefully we remember that for next time. Stars and Shield. Oh, got a big hit there. Lost this guy to Florida. I don't think we're going after either of them 2 times. Do we need another corner? We're getting this guy. Maybe got that in. That's where it's going for. Let's take a quick look, see if there's any 4-stars left. I prefer to go by position here. And FX. We got a few running backs, so maybe we'll add this guy to the board. Receivers, we're going after a few, but maybe take another look. There's the Pick up the edge again. Tight ends, I think we got a couple, but we can add athlete. No, he's a bust. We might have even scouted these guys, but that's alright. All line only looking pretty good. Yeah. Let's just see. Still got offers, but yeah. Edge says we got one, and someone's gonna have to ask guy. Let's take a look. D2, so okay there. Linebacker. Syracuse. Corners, we have three. Free safety, good, strong, new. Alright. Start looking for athletes like you like to do. 3-star side. We don't need to do that anymore. Let's just do this. Fill it up. Hopefully nobody gets mad. See the speed here at 85. You know, the contact seekers are hard to build up. I'm just going to remove it. So we had a couple of the athletes. There's one. And then there's an next running back. Yeah, we don't want any more running backs. Once they're athletes. 90 speed. I don't like that. Let's do it. This guy too far behind you. He's a pure blocker, really slow. Hey, look, defense, do it. Going. They look a little better, but when we step up, I think usually. I think it was those vice uniforms. Let's stay away from those.
The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. The Canes will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Panthers offense will get first crack at it here.
Beef up in there.
After picking up a couple of 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got a man. It's Perry. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Okay, ready? With the 1st down, they'll put it and play it from the 33. 42 Spider. They'll leave it with him. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Witherspoon. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Now, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a 1st down for FIU.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll put a bully their way for the football. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Out there, but
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes down. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some easy yards.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to move the chain around. Touchdown, FIU.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Grabbed over the middle. It's blocked.
Yeah.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires into traffic.
I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Catch in the middle. It's Perry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Ready
up. Clear. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Finds his tight end. Pulled down for the tackle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game.
Still got to run some RPOs.
Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Easy. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. 42 Spider. 42 Spider. That's caught. It's caught. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down. Just inches away from moving the sticks. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Midway through the season, now staying in that top 25, staying relevant in playoff discussion, that's a big deal. But what do they need to do in the second half of the schedule here?
Less attention to the number beside their name, more attention to what's still out there to be played for. There's the college football playoff, There's big bowl games. There's a lot out there still, but you've got to win. That's the key right now in the second half of the season. Taking one game at a time and making sure you leave it all out.
No doubt, because you don't know what's going to happen in the top 25 around you. You don't know who's going to lose. We've seen it now. More parity with transfer portal and NIL, more losses and upsets that you're like, that would never happen, and then you're right back in it.
Ready? And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Ready. The give out of the gun. And a count of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single
Dude, that guy was way down for 61, 10 yards down. Okay.
After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Look at 61. He's way down there. Big play. 61. They're on the... Why is it so hard to get to a guy? Okay. So they're on the 21. Good. I think it's 6 yards.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Should be allowed.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, first play of the drive comes from the 22. Out of the gun, the give to the back. There he goes. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
I'm going to open up this. It was good.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And I think they're giving 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Witherspoon. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. Another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity and physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
And he takes it across over. Touchdown, Panthers. That his 40th 25th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Shotgun, the handoff. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute well.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. On the double. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They made the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Gonna run it. It's moved. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a 1st down for FIU. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Panthers come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And guys, how many 1st downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with a play fake. Firing to the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
out of the gun. They'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball. I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And now it's across the ball. Defense covering it up, and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turn.
But I was thinking miss on
And
the
ball
turn.
security is starting to be...
How good was that blocking that we had 2 seconds? Terrible, but they have a blitz coming. Just 4. That guy got swamped.
A bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Here we go.
They'll move the tight end. Anderson wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And that was a good effort. That was a good throw, good catch, but he just ran out of real estate. And if I'm a QB, you want to miss outside. You definitely don't want to miss inside, but, man, he didn't miss by much.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Canes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
The option play stands for exactly what it means. The quarterback has multiple options. He can do multiple things. Defensively, you really have to do a good job of being super sound, understanding your assignment. And they do a good job here, making the quarterback do what he's supposed to do, make him pitch the football. But if I'm a quarterback, it's basically like me blocking that defensive end. Now I pitch it. Running back, you go do the work.
Okay, the Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Spaces. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Seems as if he has reservations for 6 every time he touches the ball.
What is that, Reese? That's 3 already, I think, for him in the first half. So great start. I'd keep feeding him, I think. He's doing okay.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Makes a move. Pushed out of bounds at the 41, but not before he pulls off a terrific return. Here comes comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
He got the slant.
Up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Anderson will throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Cricket wants to throw again. Escapes the sack. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
Yep.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line.
At Lifetime off Wiper Parkway.
Okay.
And I was going to and still have no problem of bringing him there and back. But then I got thinking about it. There's one to McDonald's. Dinner, where are you taking her for food? Yeah. But if it doesn't start until 6:30, would you guys just want to drop Carter off at the thing and then go? Or
That makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then don't forget to get her flowers. I haven't wrapped the gift yet because I'm like, I think you're fine, but I don't want to wrap it and then pull it up and then whatever. So. Okay. And then will you water these 3 plants down here? The other one's over there. I saw you looking around, so I didn't know if you knew where the 3rd one was. Okay. I didn't mean that rude. I have a meeting at 10:30 with my boss, but then I have no more meetings, so. And nothing about tomorrow has come about since that day we talked about, and I kind of really don't care to do it. I like to just relax and do nothing, because I feel like we haven't had a weekend to do absolutely nothing. So, I'm not going to ask about it, but still a chance. Yeah. Alright, that's all I got.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, they continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Look, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime, it potentially makes some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Oh.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Snapped in the middle. It's Perry. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Referee signals timeout as the defense
Should have done it right away.
make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game,
So H is for blocking. Oh yeah, Riker got some again.
they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Anderson wants to throw. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. It'll be a draw. He breaks the tackle. Gets it down to the 33. Pick up the first down.
I don't
Gotta
have
use
to
their
do
time wisely.
it's like it's okay. He's got 3 carries for 56
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables,
offense going
sign
on,
me up
sign me
for
up.
another half. And how
Look at
can we
the
begin our
first half.
analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Anderson will throw. He got his man quickly. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Power football with the run. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Florida International offense is back on the field.
Let's go!
Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and taking that guy from us.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Got it.
Trying to pick up a first down.
Lion. Pound 55 weak.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be...
Breaks into the middle. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
42 Spiders.
Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Ready?
And the Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Direct snap. Oh, better look out. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, FIU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Out of the backfield, he makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Anderson wants to throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy throw. Good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position.
Green 25.
On the run, it's Booth. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Okay.
They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20.
Easy.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and make plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Witherspoon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Ready? Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field.
And the pass rush is effective.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
Got a man. It's crosses the 30. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Anderson will throw. Makes the grab. Puts it on in midfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one. You saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Ready up.
So the final period starts with a second down play.
Lasso. Ready go.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working that left side now. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Off the RPO complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum, gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch and throw the football around.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And he's brought down, but the flag is also down. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
On the double.
As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score.
29 Philly.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting
Throws for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The offense changing the play. Quarterback keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Across the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. That running back, receiver, tight end, and quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Moves. Using his legs, it's Schaefer. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
On the double. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start